TV presents Chris Webber Invitational.
Yeah!
Plus, we fill you in on neighborhood events, find out what's going on in my team, and we catch up with Kenny the Jet Smith. It's all happening now.
Milwaukee, Wisconsin, the destination for the Pelicans. Perhaps the most skilled scorer in the game today. James Harden just can't be guarded. His offense will be on display soon as they settle in for game time at Fiserv Forum. Pelicans, Bucks, up next.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
And our coverage tonight will be coming to you.
It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, along with Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, David Aldridge on our sideline. It's our pleasure to welcome in the sports guy, Bill Simmons, to our broadcast for a second straight year. It's an honor to have you here, Coach Simmons. GA, it's all yours.
Well, James Harden.
No doubt, David, he is one of the best. Thank you. In 2019, Chris Middleton named an all-star for the first time. Bill, can he be the second best player on the championship team? He was asked, I guess, to do that last year, and it didn't work.
I think he could be the third best player on the championship team.
Third, yes.
But I think you saw in the playoffs last year when they really needed the second kind of creator. I don't even want to say scorer, but somebody who could create a shot when your best guy is either sitting or having a bad game. He's just not quite there. He's too streaky, I think.
Terrific play.
Really good player. He could definitely be one of the best four guys on the championship.
Absolutely.
But as the number 2 guy now.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, Tim Capella is out there at 10. And it's DeRozan, and there's Iguodala. And it's Harden in at the point. And for the Bucks, they've got Chris Middleton. Gobert is out there with Mohamed Bamba. And it's LeBron James. And it's Tatum in at the 3, the small forward. And he makes the first.
You know, maybe the most storied high school player ever. It's amazing to think that LeBron's exceeded expectation here at the pro level.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Harden scanning the floor. It doesn't go for him. Now the Bucks take it the other way. James outside. Pass to Bamba. Outside Tatum. Pass to Middleton. The 3. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's DeRozan. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Right in the teeth of that defense, DeRozan, explosive through contact.
James kicks to Gobert. Back to James. And he makes good on the layup.
Doesn't let the contact affect the shot. Great focus by LeBron.
Here's DeRozan. He's coming off a 25-point game against Sacramento. Bill, you host your own podcast. I've listened to it. I subscribe to it.
Thank you.
I love it. What do you make of some of the NBA players now doing the same thing?
Hey, we have a couple of them. At the Ringer, we have J.J. Redick, and we have Vince Carter and Ken Bazemore. The ones that are good at it take it seriously. It can't be one of those things where, you know, a player says, you know what, I want a podcast, and then it just kind of happens. And you got to work on it. You have to use your connections and book your guests, and you have to be candid on the podcast. You can't just show up and just babble. And the guys that have been successful at it are people that could probably have a media career for a living. Like JJ's clearly been more in the media after he retires. Richard Jefferson has a great podcast. He's gone in the media. He's really good. So I think you need a little more talent at it than people realize. And you need the consistency of it. You can't say, I'm starting a podcast and then not do it for 2 months. Like, you have to really stick to it.
The Pelicans have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Harden bounce pass. DeRozan scanning the floor. Shot clock at 6. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
Pelicans with the rebound. Knocked away and stolen by LeBron. On the wing, James. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Lob pass to Capella. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Capella's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Gorgeous reverse. Terrific body control in traffic.
And Milwaukee calls their first timeout of the game.
And just trying to get some traction offensively. Boy, it hasn't been pretty.
You know, this is a good time to maybe switch up your strategy a little bit. You can't keep doing what you're doing and expect a different result.
While there's a break in the action, let's take a look at the players who had the most steals in the league last season. James Harden is 2nd.
He showed such tremendous defensive instincts. Trust me, nobody wanted him guarding them last year.
Outside Tatum. James against Harden. Puts it up from 12. Good work there as it goes. James has got 5. And, Bill, when you yourself get out on the court, is there a play you try to channel or emulate, you try to visualize in your mind?
You mean when I'm playing pickup?
Yes, yes.
Oh, now, at this point in my life, it's Davis Bertans. Is that how you say his name?
Yeah. Davis Bertans.
Davis Bertans?
Yes. What a great stroke.
I emulate all stretch fours if I guard anybody.
Yeah.
That's who I am at this point in my life. I run from 3-point line to 3-point line.
You stay in the perimeter.
Yeah.
Don't tangle up inside.
My free throw attempt is 0 because I know better than him.
Just fire it away.
And I want to while I'm there to make an open jump shot. And don't ask me to do anything else, please. I'll set some picks.
You do a great screen.
Set some picks.
You're a great pick and roll. LeBron against Harden. The pass to Iguodala. And here is Turner. New Orleans moving the ball around. DeRozan's shot is off.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
Middleton against DeRozan. Here's Middleton. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Clock at 4. A 3 from Tatum. And James Harden with the rebound.
Aggressive closeout on a great jump shooter. That's how you defend against the 3.
And he converts the layup.
Inside, outside. Harden will attack you from anywhere. Nice play.
Passes it to Bamba. Tatum deciding where to go with it. Over Iguodala. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
He has a standing reach of 9'7". Gobert making that play look routine.
In the corner, Harden. This one for 3. Drops in the tray. Harden's got 7 points in the game.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Middleton outside. Pass to LeBron. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. What a surge it's been for the Bucks at the top of the Eastern Conference last year. 60 wins, the most since 1981.
Right, and much like those teams from the 80s, they fell short in the end.
Again.
And that's been the rub with the Bucks is, you know, as you look back at so many years in a row, so close, couldn't do it. And then this last year against Toronto, you know, they win the first 2. Game 3's double OT. and then all of a sudden, a week later, their season's over. So they've never quite been able to get over the hump since the days of Lee Alcindor.
The nice thing is, though, this team is making the mandatory steps, it seems, that all these teams eventually have to make to get to where they want to go.
Right. They're trying to keep the team together that they succeeded with last year. Sometimes when you have success, you think that you should keep that success together, and that can be dangerous because really I felt like that team underachieved. They lost to a Toronto team that they had just performed better than during the season. So what's that last piece that you need? And I guess the last piece for Milwaukee now is Ken Giles be the coach. We haven't seen it.
Pass to Bamba. He feeds it to Tatum. Off the left rim and out.
Off the mark once again. Terrible quarter for him thus far.
Here's Harden. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And the southpaw stroke of Harden is just beautiful to watch. When he's cooking, he's one of the more lethal scorers in our league.
New Orleans shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. Throw good, James Harden. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Jokic, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Pascal Siakam comes in for Bamba. Wiggins is checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Fox in for Jason Tatum. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Adams, he's checked in for Capella. Jared Allen comes in for Miles Turner. Levine's checked in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Morant in for DeMar DeRozan. Harden hits them both. And, Bill, we've seen more and more teams base their offenses around three-point shooters. Threes are at an all-time high. You know that. And should the NBA, that in mind, do anything to address this via a rule change? Which I don't know what that would mean, but it has been talked about.
I don't like changing. I think it's going to manifest itself if it doesn't work in the playoffs as well. And teams are going to slowly realize like that you need to blend an inside-outside game at least a little bit.
You can't lose with the team. It's big and small, it's inside, it's outside. And
it's still passing and unselfishness. The Warriors take a lot of threes, but they're the most unselfish team we have, and they create a lot of layups, and they play, you know, they're really creative. And you just can't, that just can't be your thing is we shoot 50 threes, here's our offense. The problem is you're still going to get in these games where 2 points really matter. And that's what you saw with Kawhi in the playoffs last year. These games slow down, it's going to be a 92-89 ending, and your team needs to get 10 baskets in the fourth quarter, no matter how you're going to get them. You still need somebody who can do that.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Shoots it. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Harden's got 13 points.
This has been a tremendous quarter for him. Everything he puts up now looks like it's going in.
Here's Fox. Sweet little floater.
And Fox starting to show you his abilities inside. It has quick instincts, which I think helps him when he's down low.
Allen surveying the D. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Allen. 16 points for James Harden.
Shooting at a high clip, he's found ways to get quality looks.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
And he just keeps hitting shot after shot. They need to design a way to deny him the basketball. Make someone else beat.
Marcus Morris is checked in for James.
And checking out the stats for Jokic. Coming off a terrific season. 9th in assists. And he did his share on the glass. Battled his way into the top 15 in rebounds per game.
And his floor awareness was impeccable last season. As you mentioned, top 10 in assists. Just does a great job of getting everyone involved. Here's Fox. Pelicans with the rebound.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
You'll name a couple past superstars that didn't always get enough credit for being as dominant as they were.
Moses Malone would be my #1 pick. probably the best player in the league for 5 years. Dominant in '83, they won the title. Killa really gave Kareem a lot of problems and was just awesome and has now just been swept under the rug. Nobody even really remembers. So I would go with him first.
Ever.
Never. Well, it was probably people playing games back then. We didn't have league pass. We didn't have a lot of that stuff. I think he was really underrated. And you kind of never know who's going to endure and who's not going to endure. Just who's really good.
Milwaukee shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
First free throw is good. And Jokic drops them both.
It's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Harden outside. Lets the three fly. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Outside, Fox. The pass to Jokic. Morris looking over the floor. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
The three from Harden. Morris with the rebound. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Trailing by 13. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. With the break in the action, let's show you the teams with the most second chance points last year. 5th on the list, the Pelicans.
That's an effort stat for me. I mean, it shows you how hard this team works in the paint. They continue to pound the backboard.
And from everything we're hearing, Bill, the draft one and done aspect may be coming to an end.
Like it? For me, the G League is the key to all of this. I would like to see the guys come right out of high school and go into the G League and have an actual infrastructure that's attached to the league.
And the G League is having an effect on the NBA. There are a lot of former guys from that league playing in the big league.
And the other thing is, like, sports rights are becoming more and more valuable with the streaming services and just the fact that you can watch a game anywhere you are. You can watch it on your phone. You can watch it if you're in China. You can watch it if you're in Hawaii. And I think the G League should be a bigger thing. So if they can figure out a way to kind of steal college basketball's corner with some of this stuff while also preparing these guys. The one and done, that makes no sense to me. I don't understand what anyone gains from going to college for 5 months and then pretend they're a college student.
Levine against Morris. Levine can't hit. Bucks trail by 15. Fox passes to Morris. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Zach LaVine.
Such a versatile offensive threat. Morris draws his fair share of fouls.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And going back to his performance at the line last year, guys, 84% as a free throw shooter.
Free throw good for Morris.
And a guy who's bounced around the league a little. Surprising, given that Morris is a solid shooter and a pretty good defender and rebounder.
Oubre is checked in for the Pelicans. And Morris drops them both. 23 seconds left here in the first quarter. Levine with it. 5 points in the game. With 1 on the clock.
And when Morris is playing with intensity like this, his defense can really shine through.
And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Pelicans lead by 13.
People ashamed to talk about it, even myself, for a long period.
Yet you love the honesty and the bravery to step forward and tell his emotional story.
Yeah, he opened a dialogue. Kevin Love following his lead to talk about anxiety. Athletes as public figures can have a broader impact than just entertaining, and we see it over and over again.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And a comfortable margin for the Pelicans here, guys.
Just stretching out the floor in that first, but they had the defense scrambling.
Reason why, excellent spacing. They may not stay this hot all game, but hard to bet against them.
So for New Orleans right now, they've got Steven Adams, Oubre out there with Allen, then it's Zach LaVine, and it's Morant in at the one spot. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Bill, if you were building a franchise from scratch, which one current player would you begin with or build around?
Probably Giannis, because he's turning 25 this year. I still feel like the ceiling of what he's going to do is go up as he becomes more of a shot maker. He's really durable, which I think is underrated. Like, he's just built to play basketball. There's certain guys like that. I think Kevin Garnett was like that. Tim Duncan was like that. Just guys who you just know are going to be around for 17, 18 years. They like to watch the running styles, and the game just comes so easy to him. He's so athletic and really cares and is really competitive and just wants to do this and win at basketball. That's how I put it.
Throw good, Fox.
And how about the way Fox continues to improve his game? A capable scorer who also rebounds the ball well for his size. And still, though, he can improve on that perimeter jump shot. Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, one of the reasons Toronto was able to win the NBA championship was the astronomical improvement from Pascal Siakam, who was recognized as the league's most improved player. It was the dream of Pascal's late father that he'd reach this level, and his determination to make that reality has brought him a long way from home. Kevin?
It has indeed, D.A. Great story, and thank you. And the Bucks with some changes. Tatum comes in for Morris, and it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Wiggins. And then for New Orleans, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Steven Adams, and it's Miles Turner in for Jared Allen. Morant reaches the Turner, and yes, it's good.
And have to commend the unselfish attitude. Like how Morant just recognized the open man, and the ball is right there.
For New Orleans, they have made 2 of their previous 3 free throws in today's game. A different look for Milwaukee. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Jokic. Mohamed Bamba comes in for Pascal Siakam. And Middleton subbed in for Fox. And the Pelicans making a change here as well. DeRozan's checked in.
And the ceiling Turner has is impressive. Has the potential to be a dominant big man in this league.
There's Tatum. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Passes to Capella. Morant with it. 5 on the clock. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Tatum. And too long on the shot.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
Teardrop shot. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Pelicans lead by 14.
He's so explosive. DeRozan able to make plays inside, causing the defense to have to make a tough decision.
For three, Middleton. It's held in by Clint Capella. Capella's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Lets it fly, and it's New Orleans scoring again.
Nice read on that play by DeRozan. Came off the pick and took what the defense gave him.
Here's DiVincenzo. Nothing here on the scoreboard for him. And here's Morant. Capella trying to free himself up. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's DiVincenzo. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Bucks have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one. And he knocks down the first one. The Bucks making a switch here. James is checked in. Andre Iguodala is checked in for the Pelicans. He's off on the second. New Orleans leading by 15. And it's blocked right out of the air and controls it. James against Iguodala. James looking around. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Milwaukee, no good that time either. For New Orleans, they've gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. Iguodala kicks to DeRozan. Over James. And the rejection by James.
On the ball, off the ball. LeBron can really protect the rim.
And finished off by LeBron.
He never takes a break on any possession. He is ruthless on the offensive side of the floor.
Outside DeRozan. Shoots from the baseline. Doesn't go for it. Now the Bucks take it the other way.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
You like that he's still attacking, but the results tonight just haven't been there.
Iguodala, that's good.
Whenever Andre gets loose on the break, you have to reward him. Great job running the floor, one of the best in the business.
James left side. Good work defensively by Turner.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And here's the upcoming schedule for New Orleans. On Friday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the Utah Jazz. Then on Saturday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers. first one falls.
The combination of scoring and passing at that PG position makes Morant valuable. An all-around player with a bright future.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
LeBron outside. And to break that ice-cold streak, and he lays it up and in. James has got 9.
Well, this is where LeBron wants to go. Almost unstoppable once he gets the ball in the painted area.
Here's DiVincenzo. DeRozan defending. Bamba passes to James. And they double up James. Back to Bamba. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. To the left side wing. Now here's Morant. Started close. Chalk up 2 there.
Coming off a scoreless first quarter, he's found a little rhythm here.
Pass to Tatum. Here's DiVincenzo. James right side. Makes it off the glass. LeBron's got 6 here in this quarter.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Here's DeRozan. It's good from the top of the key.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
James outside. It's stolen by DeRozan. It's Morant in the corner. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Now Tatum to the paint. And James with the basket on the assist by Tatum. 13 points for LeBron.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Morant. Makes the shot. Basket number 4 this game. Brings him up to 4 for 9.
With the handle and the acceleration, Morant moves around the court with the ball on a string.
Tatum against Iguodala. Tatum kicks to James. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Bamba. Tatum, that's for 2. Pelicans pull it in. Capella's got 11 rebounds in the game. It's tipped and stolen by Tatum. Bamba's shot is off.
Great defensive effort, just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
Here's Tatum, and it's sent back by Turner. They get it back, and the whistle blows. It's going to be an Andre Iguodala. That's foul number 2 for him. Wiggins is checked in for the Bucks. New Orleans also making some changes. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's James Harden in for Morant. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, these guys need to work together as a team, as a unit. Try and carve out some easy buckets.
Jokic has checked in for Rudy Gobert. Pascal Siakam comes in for Mohamed Bamba. And it's Fox in for Tatum. Zach LaVine's checked in for the Pelicans. And there's the pass to James. 6 to shoot. On deep. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have the confidence. You have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
And here's Harden for three. It's hauled in by Jokic.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage.
And Siakam throws it down.
This is the modern-day big. Siakam can stretch you out and can hurt you right at the rim.
Passes it to Capella. New Orleans moving it around. Harden against Fox. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
New Orleans shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
And the first one at the line is good. So for the Pelicans, Adams, he's checked in for Capella, and Allen subbed in for Turner. And both free throws good for James Harden. There's 1:47 left now here in the second. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Fox passes to Siakam. Misses the three. And it's Harden with the ball for New Orleans. 17-point lead, their biggest. .121 left in the first half of basketball. Just 5 to shoot. Pulls up. Makes that one fall. It's his 8th bucket in 15 shot attempts.
And Harden is a nightmare in the pick and roll. Just a clever combo guard who is completely unpredictable.
Well, Bill, yet another engaging conversation. Thanks for stopping by. We always appreciate your time.
Yeah, next time let's talk about the hard salary cap. I think the people really love that one. Yeah, I have some ideas.
You'd make it
I
interesting.
have some luxury tax ideas. Yeah, we'll get super technical.
I would be here for that. And Steve, you get the sense that no NBA topic is off limits when you talk to Bill Simmons.
He gets the discussion going, whether you agree or disagree with him. That's part of what makes sports fun, having those debates. And sometimes we get to see the players in the debate on the court.
Adams finds Harden. Here's Allen. Al Levine covered by Siakam. Levine against Siakam. Got it. Nice one there from Levine. Levine's got 10 points in the game.
Barely beating the clock. One thing you can say about Zach Levine, he likes these moments.
Now here's LeBron. 13 points in the game. Over Allen. And again, it's Milwaukee converted. And we finished one half of basketball. Pelicans on top, up by 15. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Coach Mike Budenholzer. Coach, probably not the defensive effort you were hoping for thus far.
Yeah, no, our defense isn't where it needs to be. I think they're getting open looks. We're overshifting, and then we're not committing to shooters. It's not a very good defensive effort so far.
Mike, thanks very much for your time. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. James Harden led the way in the first half. He had 23 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist. Multiple times we saw the bench cheering him on in the first 2 quarters of this one. Kenny, your thoughts? How the Pelicans are playing?
They obviously flushed it from deep. They were firing it from every angle and kept hitting the target. I mean, look at the score. Obviously, a lot of things went right for them, so that's a big one.
And now, Shaq, let's get your opinion on Milwaukee.
Well, they struggle in a number of areas. Protecting the rim is really at the top of their list. They haven't made that a priority. They haven't put forth a whole lot of effort. You got to protect the rim.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half, about to get underway.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
Well, through the first two, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
What can you say? Shooting is a premium in this league, and you can see why.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Setting the floor for the Bucks, they've got LeBron James. Bamba is out there with Tatum, and it's Rudy Gobert, and it's Middleton in at the 2-guard. Here's DeRozan. The 19-footer is on the money. DeRozan's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Pelicans. Steve, we've seen a few guys score close to 70 points in a game recently. Devin Booker of Phoenix certainly has gotten to that mark. Who might be the next guy to get to 70?
I think James Harden, because the way he shoots the three ball and gets to the free throw line, he's one. Steph Curry for sure. Kevin Durant. And I think Giannis in a few years, if he can start knocking down those threes, because I'm sure he can get about 40 points in the paint, 10 at the line, but he needs to knock down a few threes.
And crucial that Bamba keeps evolving his perimeter game. Big men like him have to be able to shoot it.
Here's DeRozan. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, easy call.
The Pelicans have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8. Good from DeMar DeRozan.
It's exciting to watch a guy develop the way DeRozan has. The ball handling, the passing, the three-point shooting. He's become one of the better all-around players in this league.
DeMar DeRozan hits them both. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Bucks trail by 16. Middleton the pass to Gobert. Kicks it to James. Gobert trying to get open. And James gets it to go on the assist by Gobert.
Good find, and one of Gobert's advantages as a passer, he can see over everyone's head.
Harden up top. James covering. Bamba again figured out. 4 on the shot clock. Ball's knocked loose. Shoots over Bamba. And the foul on Miles Turner. That is his first foul of the game. It's Gobert with the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. It's a 14-point game. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, Kevin, one of the things that teams are more aware of in the age of analytics is the importance of sleep. Those teams are making adjustments. Morning shoot-arounds have been moved in some cases to the afternoon or eliminated altogether. There are many fewer teams that are taking red-eye flights across country. And some teams even give players orange-tinted glasses to encourage them to sleep. There's a lot of work to be done in this field, but the direction is clear.
Continuing to evolve. All right, David, thank you. It's tipped. Middleton with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. Middleton outside. Oh, Tatum in position. Iguodala with the steal. Inside. Here's Harden. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. DeRozan's got his 3rd assist on the night. Bucks trail by 12. James, the pass to Gobert. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the 3rd here. Back to James. Over Iguodala. James, no good. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Down low. And the slam dunk by Iguodala.
Gotta love the tenacity from Iggy there. Always love seeing him ram it through.
Bucks have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the 3rd. Pass to Bamba. Outside Tatum. Pass to Middleton. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Well, a lot of progress being made from a technical standpoint. You can't escape it, Steve. Shoes now that can tighten themselves without laces, changing colors. Have you gotten yourself a pair yet?
Well, Kevin, I haven't, but I've bought a lot of pairs for my kids. I do like these type of shoes where there are no shoelaces. I'm a little lazy right now, Kevin, but I love the technology that are going into shoes right now.
The first free throw is good. And the Pelicans making a change here. Oubre is checked in. And he makes both free throws.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Here's Capella. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Pelicans have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. And the first one drops. All free throws good from Capella. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. LeBron kicks to Bamba. Tatum against Oubre. That one's good. The New Orleans lead is cut down to just 12 points with the basket from Tatum.
And with that length, Tatum able to rise above defenders to knock down his jumper.
Now the pass to Oubre. Passes it to DeRozan. Rocket 6. The 19-foot shot, and a little luck that time, but it drops. DeRozan's got 14 points for the game.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass.
Gobert with it. Back to Middleton. 3-pointers off the mark.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Tatum against Oubre. Releases, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. That's now 8 points for Jason Tatum. LeBron against Harden. To the middle. Oubre, good.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Bucks trail by 16. LeBron pushes to Middleton. Back to LeBron. Pass to Gobert. And Capella sends it back. Here's DeRozan. He's got 14. Offensive rebound. And another shot. The shot that time not on target. The Bucks have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Here's Tatum. The shot comes out, and it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. Right side, DeRozan. Harden trying to get open.
When DeRozan gets to the rim like that, you know how it's going to end.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. They trail by 18. Following this one, they get to host the Warriors. And that will be the third of 5 straight played at home. Middleton the pass to LeBron. Second shot opportunity, and it's good on the way in. LeBron's got 8 points in the quarter.
He's hot this quarter, getting the shots he wants, and he's delivering.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Jokic has checked in for Gobert. Pascal Siakam comes in for Mohamed Bamba. And Morris subbed in for Jason Tatum. Steven Adams, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Zach LaVine comes in for Miles Turner. LaVine with it, now guarded by Siakam. Oubre against Middleton. 4 on the clock. With the shot. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
The defense is right there. Quality contest, and they threw him off his rhythm.
And Jokic slams it in.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish.
You know, you watch Nikola Jokic out there, and he just moves like a guard. The way he approaches the game, sees the court, and shoots. Just a pound in that center position. And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point line.
And the shot is good. The Pelican lead has been cut down to just 12 points with the basket from LeBron. Real Greg Jokic has so many tools at his disposal. He's a walking triple-double threat.
The passing and vision is what really sets him apart at that center position. The offense can run through him and should run through him with how he can distribute the ball.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
And coach can't like what he's seeing, trying to get them refocused.
It's so easy to get run over when you lose even a little edge. Look for them to come out much more aggressive.
Middleton. And the Pelicans making a change here as well. Allen's checked in. LaVine feeling it out a bit. They get it back. Bucks trail by 12. Here's Morris. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Now let's check out a breakdown looking at some stats for Jared Allen. He had a strong showing last season. 8th in field goal percentage and a top 15 ranking in blocks per game, supplying that backline protection that is so key to a great defense.
And you know, back to his tremendous efficiency shooting last season, top 10 in the league, his dead-eye shooting creates so many opportunities for that offense. First one falls for him. And Smitty, for teams that tend to go deep into the playoffs year after year, season after season, It takes, I'm assuming, a mental toll as well as a physical toll.
It does, and that mental toll is just as hard as that physical toll on your body and your mind. And I think for teams that have great leadership and development of those young guys that can play some of those minutes, they usually bowl well.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Here's Morant. That's not going to go. He's 4 for 10.
And this pure defensive effort changed their shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
That's to Allen. To the inside. Levine. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
And with those points, he puts it into that 10-0 run by the Bucks.
The pass to Wiggins. Here's the tree drop. That shot off the mark. Nice steal from Levine. Here's Oubre. The ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Siakam.
And what you like about Siakam as a rim protector, for strong fundamentals, able to affect shots without fouling.
Tim Hardaway Jr. is checked in for New Orleans. Allen passes to Levine. Here's Hardaway. Covered by Wiggins. Hardaway goes in over Morris. And Adams with the slam.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
You know, this is one of his specialties, keeping plays alive, creating second chance opportunities.
Wiggins passes to James. Shoots a fader. That falls. Nice speed that time from Wiggins. Wiggins has got 3 assists in the game. Here's Levine. He's got 12.
For Zach Levine coming in, will he get strong enough? There's your answer.
And here is James. He's got 27. Pass to Jokic. And Adams sends it back. Now here's Morant. James covering. Morant passes to Levine. 1:41 left to play in the third. On to Hardaway. 5 to shoot. Pulls it from the elbow. No good off the back of the rim. And so James will bring it up to the Milwaukee Bucks. A 12-point game. Here's Wiggins. Banked in off the glass. Wiggins has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
His team is down because he's not shooting enough. There's no reason he shouldn't be getting more looks right now.
Levine with it. Now guarded by Siakam. Pass to Allen. Over Wiggins. Allen's shot is off. And it's the Bucks ball. They're on a 14-6 run. And finished off by LeBron.
LeBron is having himself a game. Staying aggressive, playing with a lot of force.
Now here's Morant. He's guarded closely. Now to Hardaway. Now Morant. 10 points for him. Good defense by Jokic.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And you know, we always talk about this. Just changing the shot can be just as effective as blocking it, even though it's less spectacular.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Now here's Morant. Covered by Siakam. Morant gets to Adams. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. From outside the arc. Poked away. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. James fires from way outside. And so it's New Orleans with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. Back to the action after this word. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. 7-4 now for the Pelicans. Jared Allen is out there with Iguodala. And then there's Steven Adams. Then it's Morant. And it's Levine at shooting guard.
Defensively, it's hard to account for everything. They gambled off him, and it worked.
It's Allen on the wing. Back to Levine. It's blocked. To the boot, and Fox with a clear path to the basket.
He could have tried to force a shot there. Instead, LeBron keeps his eyes up, finds an open teammate.
Wiggins against Levine. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Jokic. Well, you just watch Levine play, and you can see the athleticism he possesses. Right, just explodes anytime he wants to.
And guys, with Levine, the speed and first step have always been there for him. But you can see the strength he's added to his game since his rookie year whenever he goes at the rim.
And he knocks down the first one.
And with this team, Zach LaVine has been thrust into the role of the leader. Still young in his own right, but as a rising star and a large part of the future, responsibilities have fallen in his lap.
Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for LeBron. And so Levine nails both of them. And for Levine, he is the best scorer on the team, and no, it's that he should be a leader.
You're right. That isn't something that's easy to step right into. After losses pile up, you feel more pressure and want to take over every game. Zach LaVine should be up to the task, but it will take some adjusting.
Pelicans leading by 6. In the corner, Iguodala with it. Pass to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Iggy just keeping his head up on his swivel all the time.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Guys are looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Wiggins. Pelicans with the rebound. Adams has got 5 rebounds tonight. Levine for 3 in for his 7th make in 14 tries.
Yeah, that's a great shot. 3rd 3 of the game for him, first in this half.
Fox, the bounce pass. And the ball travels out of his hands. It was last touched by Jokic.
You want unselfishness, but you also need to keep it under control.
A different look from Milwaukee. Ahmed Bamba, he's checked in for Jokic. And Middleton subbed in for Wiggins. The Pelicans also changing it up. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Adams. Turner comes in for Allen. And it's James Harden.
An explosive, high-level athlete. You see why Zach has won multiple dunk contests.
Smitty, lately we're seeing more deep three-pointers than ever before. Think you could step out to that 35-foot mark?
Hey, Kevin, I can step out there, but the question is, could I make them at a high percentage? And that's what's so beautiful now. You're seeing these guys step out further and further, but their percentage is higher and higher than it would be from others in my area shooting 35-footers. This is fantastic, but I do not want to see a 4-point line.
Timeout called the Bucks.
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Because right now it feels like the pace is being dictated to them. They need to go back to playing their brand of basketball.
David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I was able to listen to what Mike Budenholzer told his team during that timeout. He told them flat out, we are turning the ball over too much, guys. We can't keep making the hero ball play. Slow it down, run the offense, and make the safe pass. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David. Outside Tatum. And the pass to Gobert. To stop the run, he lays it in.
Rudy Gobert getting it done off contact. Love the increase in his focus on the offensive end.
Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession. Against Harden. Outside Fox. Can't connect from 13 feet out. And so it's Iguodala. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And it's Capella missing. Bucks trail by 12. On the high post. Tatum's shot is off. For New Orleans, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Bucks have gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. Outside, Fox. From about 19 feet. And Tatum with the basket on the assist by Fox. Fox has got 4 assists now tonight. Pelicans leading by 10. With the steal. And the lead is down inside single digits.
I think it's fair to say that Fox is in the zone right now. An exciting player to watch. I just love seeing how he can take over a game with his aggressiveness.
Here's Levine trying to get open as Iguodala. Great D that time for Middleton. The Bucks have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Looking it over. He kicks it to Bamba. Feeds to Fox. Shot clock at 5. The 3 from Tatum. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Harden to end the cold streak. Offensive rebound. The layup off target.
Great defensive effort. Just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
All quarter long, he's been zeroed in and knocks down big shot after big shot here in the fourth.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. Moves on moves. That's Jason Tatum.
I mean, this guy's a natural isolation scorer. Jab step, crossover, turn around, fade away. He's got an awful lot in his bag.
James is checked in, and the Pelicans making a change here as well. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Zach LaVine. LeBron against Harden. To end the drought, Bamba with the block.
And the giant wingspan of Bamba strikes again. Just fantastic at spiking shots in a variety of ways.
Down low, it's stolen by Capella. Here's DeRozan, and the dunk by DeRozan.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam tipped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Passes it to LeBron over Iguodala. James, no good.
And really, that is why he is feared as a defender. Right in your face on that shot.
Moved his feet, timed it perfectly. That's how you get stops. Love it.
Capella dishes to Harden. Nice hit again. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
First free throw is good. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
And you look back at that 2013 draft, just call it the year of the sleeper Euro. Giannis Antetokounmpo taken 15th, and this guy, Rudy Gobert, selected with the 27th pick.
Tatum against Iguodala. Middleton the pass to Bamba. And here's Tatum for 3. Offensive rebound. Gobert can't hit. And it's DeRozan with the ball for the Pelicans. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead.
Iggy is so creative down low, just overwhelming the defense with his athleticism.
And, you know, great hindsight always being 20/20. But Freak and Gobert probably go first and second in that 2013 draft.
Yeah, and Steven Adams probably top 4. The common thread, all of them play a hard-nosed style, not something that's always associated with foreign-born players, but they're erasing that perception.
And the first one at the line is good.
The free throw line is something that Iggy needs to work on. He's hit or miss from there.
Both shots good from the strike.
Well, all good things must come to an end. Iguodala was shipped out from the Warriors last year to fill room for D'Angelo Russell. Traded to the Grizzlies to make room for the Warriors in the Russell deal. Ultimately, I think he'll have a great legacy for his time with Golden State.
Outside DeRozan. And a miss there on the triple.
And this is what you like about his perimeter D. Never gave up and challenged the defense.
You see some guys, they just mail it in. They don't go out and contest it. Not him. He's going to compete through the entire play.
Still playing at an MVP level. LeBron James, the greatest player of his generation, and some would argue of all time. We can't take for granted what we've been able to witness.
Free throw good, LeBron. And now in his mid-30s, LeBron showing no sign of slowing down.
Man, his dedication to training and really maintaining his body, second to none. Alongside his prodigious athleticism, it seems that's made a huge difference.
And both free throws good for LeBron. Pelicans leading by 12. Harden the pass to Turner. Iguodala against Tatum. Iguodala up top. 6 on the shot clock. Here's DeRozan. Gobert with the block.
You really have to be careful with Gobert lurking around. He'll send it back.
Milwaukee's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0-4 since the start of the final quarter. The drive by James, laid in with a nice touch off the glass. LeBron's got 18 points just in the second half.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
The three from Harden gets the three-pointer to fall. Harden's got 28.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
Middleton against DeRozan. Pass to LeBron. Tatum wide open. He fires one. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the lead.
Inside. And slam dunk by Tatum.
An explosive player who has no problem finishing above the rim. Tatum does damage inside.
Gobert against Capella. And Harden wide open. He shoots. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
And James pulls it down home.
Add that one to LeBron's highlight reel. How about the creativity in midair?
And I call here, the Pelicans decide to talk it over. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor. And these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. James Harden.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. It must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. Now here's Iguodala. Back to Harden. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Bucks trail by 11. Pass to Bamba. And the dunk by Bamba.
A young guy with maturity, awareness, and a feel for the game. Tatum is special.
And it's DeRozan with the ball for New Orleans. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Harden outside. It's up a three. Milwaukee with the rebound.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period. And you've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense.
Nice job by Tatum inside. Very assertive. He's fantastic at putting the pressure on the D and consistently getting to the line.
And that one falls for Tatum. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Third pick in that 17 NBA draft after a strong rookie campaign. I think Tatum is going to be around for a while.
Harden against James. Launches a three, and James Harden good for three. Harden's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Pelicans. James outside. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. The Pelicans with the ball. Bucks trail by 10, and the basket is good. Harden with it. Lob pass to Capella, and the dunk by Capella. And he's now got the double-double. 11 points and 19 rebounds.
And what can you say about an alley-oop from that far away?
You can't say anything. It was pure beauty. LeBron against Iguodala. James in the post. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
And what's really amazing, LeBron's such a big-time scorer, but that's not even what he does best.
Middleton against DeRozan. Harden outside. Back to Iguodala. Just 4 to shoot. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. There's the feed to Middleton. And he banks in the layup.
And Tatum is all about doing what's best for the team. Superb as a ball mover in terms of finding his teammates.
And here's Harden for 3, and another 3 for New Orleans.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And it's DeRozan missing.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
They couldn't make enough plays when it mattered. Interesting game, though, in terms of some of the matchups.
The activity from Bamba, when he's playing with a high motor, watch out.
Here is Harden. So we see the Pelicans get the win here. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks.
Aí, Gago.